Hello YouTube, this is Drugoli from Nicer Than Never, and welcome to episode 12, I believe, of my Redstone tutorial series. And I already have episode 10 going on, so you might be wondering why I'm doing this as well, but it's just because episode 10 is going to be pretty long, like it's going to be in more parts, so I wanted to continue on with something else. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can make a Redstone Adder, so you can add together a few numbers. Before I go into that, this is basically a Redstone Adder. I'm going to show you how to make this. But before I go into that, I need to explain something. It's hard to explain. If you are a normal person, you know of our 10 number system. I don't know what the English name for it is, but the 10th number system that we have, where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and so forth. That's our system. That's our number system. But if there's another system, which is called binary, and that's what's used for these Redstone Adders. I don't think anyone's actually made a Redstone Adder in Minecraft, which uses I'm gonna call them the decimal number system. All of those I've seen use the binary number system. I think this is actually the only Redstone Adder that actually exists. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it uses the binary form of counting things. And basically, in binary, you can either show a 1, which I've represented, or a 0, which I've represented with this torch being off, or a 1 with this being on. That's the only thing you can do in binary. You can either have a 1 or a 0 if you look at this torch. 1, 0, 1, 0. That's the only thing you can do in binary. So you might be wondering, wait, then can I only display two numbers and only show 1 and a 0? No, that's where you're wrong. Because in binary, you basically have this long line. If you want to show like a big number, you have this long line of 1s and 0s, which you use to show a number. So, for example, yeah, I've made some signs here. I've made this little setup. So basically, if I want to show the number 1 in binary, I just need to, this first thing here, this would be in my number, the first number thing, I don't know what to call that. That would just be a 1. Because the first thing in a binary number, if it's a 0 or a 1, that represents the number we know as 1. The next one represents the number known as 2. The next one, the number known as 4. The next one, number known as 8. And the fifth one as the number known as 16. So basically, what that means, if this torch is on, I just look at these right here. If that torch is on, it represents 1. So what I'm showing right here is 1. If I want to show 8, I do like this. So I go from here and then backwards. So this showing 8 in binary would be 1, 0, 0, and 0. That's 8. If I want to show 16, that's 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. If I want to show 4, 1, 0, 0. And 1 is just 1. But if I want to show a number like 3, which would be in between here, actually, it's just right between there, the way I show that is by adding two numbers together. So basically, if I want to show a number like 3, 3 is 2 plus 1. I can't minus any of these together, but I can add them together. So basically, it adds all of these together, all those that show a 1. So if I do like this, for example, if I do like this, I would add up all of those which would have a torch lit up or would be a 1. So it's 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. And that would be 16, since it's a 1. Not that, since it's off. So 16 plus 4, since this one's on. So that's 20. Not plus 2, but plus 1, since that's on. So that would be 21. 16, 4, and 1. So this right here is 21. 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. And if I want to show a number like 3, I do 1, 1. Because 2 plus 1 equals 3. And is represented by this thing being on or representing 1, and this thing also being on representing 1, or representing, this represents 2, this one 1. If you might like be scratching here like, what the hell is this? How does this work? I am confused. Well, to be honest, I was too when I first started learning this. It might be very complicated for some people. It was hard for me to learn, but once you get it down, like the system, just like fool around with it for a bit, and then at one point it just clicks in your brain, and you know the binary system, and you can easily like make a giant number like 2008 or something. That's giant number in binary. But that's basically what I want to explain. So now let's move on to the tutorial. This Redstone Adder right here. And as I said in the beginning, this thing uses the binary system. So it has 3 inputs. I haven't shown this input right here, just quickly. It has 3 inputs. This one here, this one, and this one. And it has 2 outputs. It has output, let's just call this output 1 and output 2. Now remember that this is output 1, this is output 2. This would be, I'm going to call this input 3 because this is not used that much in the first adder here, if you like want to make. Okay, I'm going to go into that later. But I'm going to call this input 1, no, input 3, input 1, and input 2. So 1, 2, 3 are my inputs, and I have the outputs 1 and 2. So now, if I do like this right here, you see right now, look at this as if it was this over here, just these two. These two are what I have over here. This is my binary. So let's just say I want to add all of these right here. They represent the number 1. So if I want to add 1, or I want to just show the number 1, that would be 0 plus 1 plus 0. And we all know that 0 plus 1 plus 0 equals 1, which is like this in binary, just 1, and that's what I have right here. This is the first decimal in my binary number here. If I want to add 2 1s together, so 1 plus 1, or to be exact, 0 plus 1 plus 1, that gives me 2. Because this is 2, and if I go over here again, see, this is the only thing on, so I add this, or since this is on, I add this together with the rest. This one's not on, so I don't add that together. Those are the only 2, so I have 2. And if I add 1 more to it, that's 1 plus 1 plus 1. And if you do the thing over here, 2 plus 1, that gives 1, 1. And if I go over here, it shows 1, 1. What a surprise. So that's how the adder works itself. I'm not quite sure. It's not something I've come up with myself, and I don't know who actually made this, but whoever made it is a genius. Like, this is amazing. So if I could, I would give him some credit, but I have no idea who it is. So sorry. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how you can make a 2-bit adder, which can add numbers all the way up to 6. So the highest number it can give, like, as a result, is 6. So what we need to do to make it, this one here can only give a maximum number of 3. So if I wanted to give a higher number, I need to add in another adder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this adder right here. So what we need to do is place 3 blocks like this, with a space in between. These 2 over here need to go out 2 blocks. Will be too long. Then a space, 2 blocks. And I'm going to go to the other side. We're just going to go 1 forward and 1 to the one to the left, sorry. And 1 forward and 1 to the right. So, like this. Forward, over there, and over here. And then also 2 blocks right there. So this is like the bottom construction. If you look at this right here, this is the bottom construction. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the entire, like, all of the blocks are going to be placed in the redstone afterwards. So what we need to do is we need to have 2 blocks right here. like so. We also need to have this shape right here. These two blocks here. We need to have a block up there and a block there. Now, if you remove all the redstone from this thing, they would look exactly the same. That's what we want them to. So here we would have our two inputs, input 1 and input 2. And here would be input 3. So now we need to place a lot of torches. We need to have 2 torches if we just remove this. We need to have 2 torches here and here. Same thing on the other side. Then we're going to have a torch here and here. And place a redstone there. Redstone here. We also need a piece of redstone right here. A torch over here. And over here. Now we need, it's hard to get to, but we need redstone going all the way down here at the bottom. In the middle, like a line going here. We need a torch right here. A torch here. And here. And here. And here. And here. I think that was all of them. Then we need to place some redstone. We need to have redstone there. You see, now we've created output 1 right here. Same thing as over here. Output number 1. And we need to place a few pieces of redstone like that. 2 pieces right here. And I'm pretty sure that's actually it. It's hard to build, so I sometimes forget the construction too, or how it's made exactly. But I think we are good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over here. So we have these a bit closer. These are all of our outputs. Or this is our binary. Right now it's showing 0, 0, 0, which would be 0. But now if I want to add something, like I just want to add 1, or I want to add 1 plus 0, which gives me 1. This is the only thing that's lit up, and this represents 1, which would be the same as over here if I just quickly remove these. So right now, over here, I only have what we have over there, which is 1, 2, and 4. And this is the only thing lighting up, which means it's not. This is not in our number, so we don't include that. This is not included either, but this is, so 1. This is what we have over here as well. Now, if I add 1 plus 1, and go over here, we get the number 2. So 1, 0. Same thing over here. 1 and 0, which would be 2, not plus 1. Include 2, but not include 1. But then, if I want to add 1 plus, this is what I need to explain. This here is the first bit in our Redstone Adder. So all of these inputs here represent the normal system that we know as 1. So this is 1, and this is 1. But in the next adder, this is 2, and this is 2. So all of the inputs in the second adder are 2. So this is also representing 2, 2, and 2. If I made another one, that would be 4, all 3 inputs. So what if I want to add 1 plus 2? Like that. 1 over here, 2 over here, which gives me 1, 1, or 3. If I go over here to this thing, these 2 are on, which means 2 is included, and 1 is included, which gives me 3. Now what if I try and add all of them together? Which would be 2 for these two. 1 plus 1 equals 2, plus 2, that's 4, plus 2, that's 6, which is 4 plus 2. Very simple. So that's basically it for this episode's tutorial. If you want me, you can. This is a redstone adder, and I also know how to make a redstone subtractor, which basically means you subtract 2 numbers. If you want me to show you how we can make one of those, also, post a comment down below telling me that you want to see it. Maybe if you don't care at all, you maybe want to find out yourself, which could also be fun. Just tell me. but also in the next tutorial, not episode 10 part whatever, but in episode 13, I'm going to show you how to make a redstone display, like a redstone number display, so I can display a number. And that's going to be in 2 parts, because the second part, I'm going to show you how we can combine a redstone display with a redstone adder, like this. So I have my adder here, these two together, that's just one big adder. I'm going to show you how you can combine the redstone display and the adders together to make an awesome calculator. So thank you for watching. Remember to check out my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, as some people would say. Join my Steam group, and if you want to contact me, play with me, talk with me, anything, you need to send me a message from the Steam group. Don't add me as a friend. There's almost 0 chance that I'll accept you if you add me as a friend, because I don't know who you are. But you can contact me through the Steam group if you want to talk, want some help. I can start up my own server, like if some people maybe want to show me something live. They need some help, so they can build the thing on my server, and I can try and help them, maybe help them on Skype with some video calling. And also, if you try to build any of these, if you try to build your own redstone adder, record a video and post it as a video response to the newest video on my the newest redstone video on my channel. I would love to see some of you guys' creations. I already have one video response, which was from a guy called, I just call him Dome. I think I play with him on a Minecraft server at one point, and he made this cool piston door, so that's very awesome. Like, it was nicely done. He deserves some credit. So thank you for watching, and take care.